Okay, in this segment, we're going to show you a power upgrade from the AS-2000. This is the one that was designed to replace the knee kicker. That's the AS-2000. Now, because it's limited in power, the pressure to head the square inches in the head, they're very well balanced. But in some spots, if you want to reshape or put a little more pressure on certain areas, we moved up to the AS-2000. This one here is basically the same as the 1000, but it's got a bigger cylinder, has much more power. So you have to be careful with this one, because you can damage the carpet with this one. It has too much power per square inches. But like I say, in certain areas we found we needed just that little extra power to straighten some of the bows and the skewing with a smaller head. The bigger the head and the bigger power, it wants to move too much material. So we needed a tool that had the small head but more power. So this one is basically the same. Remote pressure regulator. So you've got your pressure control right here at the tool, and if you use it, it doesn't cause much of a problem. The power amount of power. This one, there's a speed control on it, so you can control the head speed going out. It's basically the same. It has a travel limiter on it also for the 2-inch. This one here, when you start, you'll get the feel of it pretty quick once you've got one in your hands. That's 40 pounds, and it's the same material that we're stretching. So same thing. You can pivot it. It does everything the other one does. Now that's at 40 pounds. Let's turn it up to where it'll do something. Let's go to 80 pounds. Now that's at 80 pounds. The other one was at 130. So we've got a long, long ways to go with the power on this one. Now that's 2 inches. It's hit the travel stop now. So basically, like I say, it's a small head with lots of power, but yes, you can damage the carpet if you turn it right up, because it has too much power for the number of pins in there. You can go any direction you want. It likes to work in tight spots too. It's a little longer than the other one because of the cylinder. It's a little heavier, but it still works the same. At 120 pounds, and then there's still 30 pounds to go. At 120 pounds, I mean, that's at the end of the travel spacer. So let's push that travel spacer off. And let's try it at 3 inches and see what it does. See, it'll push the full 3 inches. It'll absolutely distort that carpet. But that's good if you've got a little hook bow in your material, or any bowing at all, and you want to straighten out just a small area. You can actually do it. And that carpet doesn't like that much power. Just in some instances, you need more power. It doesn't damage the top at all. The adjustment here, you can turn that in depending on what carpet you're using. If you're on a low profile and you don't want a whole bunch of travel, just tighten it up. If you're on a high density, you can get more lift out of it by adjusting this one here. Most of the guys never ever touch it. They'll set it for high density because it isn't much travel difference, but it is a little bit. This little button here is the exhaust to bring it all back. Just hit that button. And you don't have to take your hand off it at all. Just that easy. And once you hit it and it starts dumping, you can let go and it will stop. It'll go by itself. And it's pretty well balanced too. So, but it is a powerful machine. This little guy will power stretch bedrooms, and it'll do all the medium sized work. But there again, the head is is smaller, so there's more stretches you have to make. So that's the big brother. When you have this one, you pay attention to what you're doing. The AS-2000 you can pretty well give to your helper, and they won't do any damage, but it'll do all the small areas. This one here, it's to get you out of little tights. You want to straighten a bow or a skew, then you can do it with this. I think that's about all I can tell you on that one. That's the powered up AS-2000.